someone else's content to promote your own affiliate links is not only disgusting, but it is potentially illegal. Doing so may actually be violating the intellectual property rights of that content owner, as well as the platform community guidelines and terms of service. Even when you are crediting someone in the comment section of an idea pin or a Pinterest pin, you could still be violating their intellectual property rights as well as their copyright. So I recently ran across a video right here on YouTube when I was doing some competitor research, and I ended up clicking and watching the video. The first 75% of the video was just fine. She was giving you advice on setting up your profile. It's not how I would teach you to do it, but it wasn't wrong. It wasn't inherently wrong. It didn't slip off the rails into infringing on copyright in terms of service as well as community guidelines until much later in the video. So today I really want to have a discussion on why the advice that she was giving in her video, which I'm going to go through line by line essentially. This is not going to be a super long video, but we are going to go through the bad advice part of the video, and I'm going to talk about why it is unethical and could be possibly illegal. Now, I am not an attorney. I am not your attorney. You should definitely seek the advice of an attorney if you feel like your copyright has been infringed. You also have the right, if you are on a platform and you see your content being used in a way that you did not agree to file a claim against the content. Especially on Pinterest, you can file a copyright strike. Let's get into the bad advice of this creator right here on YouTube. This video has been picking up a lot of steam and is kind of going viral right now. So chances are you could have seen it in your suggested feed if you haven't watched it already. To preface the following, I will not be giving her a platform here on my channel to defend herself at all. I do not have a responsibility to her to do so. So I will not be sharing clips of her video, a thumbnail, or anything from her channel. I'm just going to be talking about the advice that she was giving in her video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dig into the content that she was sharing, the teaching that she was giving to her audience of about 134,000 viewers at this point in time. So like I'd mentioned before, she jumped right into her video by telling you that you can monetize on Pinterest using affiliate links. She showed you how to set up a profile, how to brand it, all of that stuff. While that is not the approach that she gave in her video that I would teach you, it's not completely out of line. In fact, it didn't get out of line until much later in the video, where she tells you that you can find unlimited content by going to TikTok and searching for videos in your niche. Now, I should preface this by saying, and I have screenshots as well as links that you can visit, and I will put them up on the screen. Not only does this violate Pinterest's terms of service for business accounts, but it also violates their community guidelines. I will get into this more in a moment. She says, and I quote, and I'm gonna read it so I quote her correctly, "Don't worry, you're not going to have to create the content yourself." She tells you to go on TikTok and simply begin searching within your niche for videos. To grab the link to the video, the public link from their profile to the video, put it in a notepad, and then download it using a downloading app that will remove the watermark. Now, typically the advice is to remove any watermarks from other platforms, but when you are stealing someone's content and removing the watermark, that then removes the credit to that creator and then the credit that you are giving them in the comments. It's not fair. The way that she's teaching you to credit creators in her advice just isn't correct. Now, she justifies all of this by showing a few other profiles who are also doing the same thing. I'm assuming that these are probably her profiles, but I cannot be for sure because they are very kind of anonymous. So she shows you a couple of other profiles that are doing this with TikTok videos with no logos. She shows you their link in bio, shows you that they have 200,000 views or whatever, and that this can work for you too. So in this process, she's telling you to download that person's video and then begin uploading it to Pinterest. She tells you to then put additional text on the screen that says, "Click the link in my bio for more," and then she says to insert a niche, call out essentially. So in this example, she was doing like astrology or something like that. So it was like, click the link in the bio for more astrology reading or whatever. So this is deception on your part if you take part in this activity. The original content creator created this piece of content for a purpose. You are now taking that piece of content and using it for a different purpose, and that purpose is to monetize it for your own gain. She says after you have gotten the person's which is just their username on TikTok, you've removed the watermark and you've gotten their then once the idea pin is published, you simply leave a comment in the idea pin saying video credit with that person's Anyone on Pinterest is not going to know whether that account is a Pinterest account, an Instagram account, a TikTok account, Snapchat, Telegram, Truth Social, for crying out loud. Who's gonna know where that video originally came from? I cannot tell you how many times people have sent me videos on Pinterest or screenshots of videos, idea pins, specifically asking, was this a TikTok video? Or was this an Instagram video? Or is this native to the platform? Did they do this in this way? I'm telling you, this version of crediting someone is not credit. And then you take it a step further by monetizing their content with your affiliate links and redirecting people from the original intent of the video to a new place is deception. Now, again, I'm not an attorney. I'm not your attorney. I'm not my own attorney. You need to seek out the legal advice if you have run into this issue of an attorney in copyright. But know that you do have rights and protections, not only under the US copyright law and fair use. Even fair use says that there is a certain amount of content that can be used, and that has to be analyzed in court. So this quote is straight from copyright.gov to further make my point. The question is, how much do I have to change in order to claim copyright in someone else's work? And the answer is only the owner of a copyright in a work has the right to prepare or to authorize someone else to create a new version of that work. So when you take someone else's TikTok video or Instagram reel or whatever, and you publish it on your own account, and then you add additional text to the video that is then burnt into the video on Pinterest, you are then changing the original video. And I do not believe that you should be doing that, nor do you even have permission to do so. I guarantee you the original copyright owner would not agree to do that. So let me ask you a question. If you were to put in the effort to create a really great piece of content, or even a really mediocre piece of content on a platform for your audience, and then someone else were to come along and take that piece of content simply because it's in their niche, and then edit it slightly and use it for their own monetary gain, how would that make you feel? Marketing is so nuanced. The act of simply monetizing other people's content is so nuanced. And affiliate marketing has been a topic of great conversation on YouTube for a lot of years when it comes to Pinterest. For a long time, Pinterest didn't allow affiliate links. Over the years, they've begun to allow affiliate links again. And situations like this, creators like this, teaching this really bad advice, are going to ruin it for everyone else. Simply put, you run the risk, according to Pinterest community guidelines, as well as their business terms of service, of getting your account shut down for spam. So with that being said, I do want to read you the spam piece of Pinterest's guidelines so you are aware of what that looks like. And I will put a screenshot on the screen so you can also see it, but I will also put the link to the article in the description of the video. It says, don't use any other unscrupulous tactics to attempt to improperly influence distribution, clicks, or other metrics, including buying or selling engagement, stuffing irrelevant keywords, generating inauthentic traffic, or redirecting existing pins to new destinations. Now, I know that says redirecting existing pins to new destinations, but as soon as you upload someone else's content, in my eyes, maybe not in Pinterest's, but I guarantee you they're gonna side with the copyright owner in this. If you're using someone else's content to redirect it to a new place other than where it was originally intended, you're violating their spam policies too. I encourage you to ask yourself questions to better inform yourself on whether or not the advice that you are hearing on any given platform from any given teacher is legitimate, and above board. I do my best here to only share content that is fully above board, fully legal, and safe for you to partake in. I am one of those creators that's growing pretty slow on this platform, and the intent of this video is not to go viral or anything like that. It is simply to hold other creators accountable to the really terrible advice that they are giving about the platform that I know and love and that has impacted my life beyond belief. If you want legitimate Pinterest affiliate marketing advice, head on over here and watch the videos that have been fully vetted in this playlist.